Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Honey. Today, today is 10th of May. I just want to wish you. It was just past 2 days ago, on Mother's Day. I just want to wish all mothers, or fathers, or uncles, or grandnames, and grandmoms, and granddads, nurses, daughters, wish teachers and pupils and ministries, ministers, all those people who taking care of the schools and all, who is taking care of our children, taking care of us. I just wish everyone all the best of this moment. And we know we celebrated it in a different way because of what the world are living in a pandemic moment. And with this and we see even if we cannot touch each other, we cannot hold each other, but in the spirit, or everyone will all together in the spirit. That is the most important thing. I wish everyone again the best of life and the best of everything at this pandemic. And at the same time, I want to wish you, remember we are still in a pandemic. It was not finished. Some people are still locked down, like in the place in Italy, they have opened gradually. So finally, some sectors are still going to open on the 18th. So we can see that thing is coming down, coming down. Because of this coming down, so the government has given an opportunity for us to come out. And we can see it's a very sunny day. We will go out, everybody is saying, wow. Actually, we know that, especially in my area where I am, that was the first place it started. So people are still there all these days suffering inside. So I wish everybody all the best on this pandemic. And that we have not got it, please don't get it. It's a thing that is better you don't get it or for you to solve it later. It's better. Remain as you are, that up till now, we thank God that a lot of us did not access, did not contract it, and that is how we are going to remain. So please hold yourself, remember the rules and regulation, wash your hands, use your gloves, keep your liquid and that's gel sanification you are going to use every time when you're with people that distance. And anything you are doing to the supermarket, close up. Don't go to a place that you know that it's not important to you. Keep yourself safe. Remember, that's the first thing you have to think of before health and then your writing. I don't know if you are hearing the ambulance. It's still going up. Even in my area, it become a normal thing for me to hear. If I didn't hear it today, I say, what is happening? The world have end. Because it's a normal thing. I live close to the, you know, and this thing, so this thing is still going on. So we please take care of yourself, keep yourself safe. Those that have not yet opened worldwide, I just wish everyone all the best, that gradually it will be okay. According in Italy, it's a time andrà tutto bene. So please take care of yourself and wish yourself everyone the best of life. I wish everyone the good health and take. Okay, that's the thing. I'm going to come back again to Italy. I'm going to talk to about the Africa community who is living in Italy. And I so much I respect the Africa community here. Because all of them impressed me. I never think this way. When this pandemic started, I continue repeating this word. I never expected it this way. I just think that we are going to see a lot of victims. That every day we are going to see people outside, or we are going to see news that is going to be talking about Africa, immigrant. That's as usual, especially those two ministries who hate blacks. They say they hate foreigners or anything they are doing. They don't hate a foreigner, they hate black. They have to use that word. We are fighting against the black people because that is what they use. In everybody that do anything in the world of other foreigners do, is the black that pay for it. All over the world. We all know that. And it continue. Africa continent is not doing anything to save their indigenous, to save their community, to save their babies, to save their young people, to save their future, people that's going to take care from them tomorrow. They don't do anything to change to change the situation. And the situation continue. It become a game for everyone. It's sometimes I don't think they play a game of who is going to do their worst most. Sometimes I think they do that thing. I think maybe even my own people is going to say they are worse than the other one. I was telling a friend of mine who is I'm living here. He told me, if you go to France, they are worse than us in Italy. Oh, and you have not seen anything. It's a competition. It become automatically, I'm worse than you, you are worse than me. All just a game of joking with the life of humans, joking with the life of our future babies. I call everyone baby because you can see the old person here, even up till now, we have not really, because in Africa, in the Europe continent, Africans that is living here, they are just new. The oldest can be 50. If it more than that, it's going to be few. We are still very young here. When did the flux of immigrants of Africa start coming here? It will be about 30 years ago or 35 years. That is when we start living here. We are still very young here. We have never seen any our old age here. So that is why we continue finding it difficult. And we are the one continue the race of changing Africa and Europe. So some of us are finding it difficult to even cope. We are saying it, the different stories everywhere. So let me come back again about the black in Italy. So please, because of this pandemic, and this moment is the moment that we are supposed to talk, because before this pandemic started, they said it's going to be the month of May, between May and June, something like that. I did not, it's not with me, I don't really remember the exactly date, that there's going to be a sanatoria for the immigrants for regulation of their documents. They said it before the pandemic started. So there was a video they brought out. So then later, I think they are battling now because they now see that those people that are going to the farms to work, they are getting a problem now. There are some video. I invite everyone to go and look at Google Permesso di Soggiorno website. You can see some videos are terrible, are very terrible to see. Terrible. Even Italian dogs, their cats can never live in that kind of condition. That blacks are living. That is the video I invite everyone to be sending home. Instead of sending a video of going to and stay with a car that is not of your own, showing them that you are living great, but you are not living nothing. Youths, remember, if you are going to live, you are going to live in Africa. I don't know how you are schedule your lifestyles. But those of us that say you are going to live here, if you don't have a permanent job and you don't start it now, you will remember this auntie that is talking today. Things are not the same. These are not what we think. Start following the laws of the land. Start studying the land you are. Start reading. Study. If you cannot study, Googles are the best way to study. You don't need to go to school to study. You can read it in different languages, even in your local language. Put it on. This app they download that they speak of local languages. Put it there and start listening what is going on. Try to watch the television. Follow the step of what is going on, so you can be able to systemize yourself. I beg to young youths, the way, and I'm going to tell you, the way these two politics, we all know them, we know two of them, the lady and the young man. We should pray that they will never be on top. If they are on top, those people that even have documents that they have already started, they will go back to scale zero, with not having anymore. We should pray that those people will never be on top. Is it going to be a special prayer? Because you black, we will see. When I saw the video in that Permesso di Soggiorno website, I was like, how in Italy people are still living like this? People are still living in the dustbin. And those people, they work 12 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours in the camp where they went to go and pluck orange and all those things. No water, no bedroom. They are living in a zinc house, no bedroom, nothing. Only bush and dirty, wasted dustbins. I cannot even imagine that human beings are living in such a condition in Italy. Please, I invite everyone, go and watch that video. Permesso di Soggiorno website. And you can see this guy. That's why I love Senegals. I follow them for years and I continue following them. I don't follow my continent people. Because some of them, when you follow the rightful one, they show you road, they show you the west side, the way they are living. Some of them, I love the way they are living. And that thing makes me to understand a lot of things. That is the only person badly in Italy. That is those people. That is only them. And look at the guy that is talking, that is videoing those things. He's from that continent. And a lot of African Nigerians are here. Nobody will ever talk of that. All we see on it, just rubbish. If you don't stand your future here, you don't stand your future today, I don't know when you are going to stand your future. Don't think, because some of us will say, we'll run to another continent, we'll go to England and all those things. Thank you. You can go. If when those people in England, they did not battle to stand their firm, to battle the ground, I don't think you will go there tomorrow and profit for what they have planned down today. And remember, those people that is even married to the white, and those of us that are married to one thing or another, that we don't have a way to where to go. If we don't fight it now and hold ourselves firm, start thinking of establishing of our life, even if it is here, even if we are going back to Africa, I don't know. If you don't hold it now, where are you going to hold it? When I see that thing, I cannot even imagine. I didn't sleep all the night because someone like me, that's why my friends, my Senegal friend always tell me, stay away from these things. You are not the kind of person that's supposed to see this thing, because you have a sensible heart. Because you cried when you see this thing and see how you are moved. And the kind of person you are, you're not even one. They will not allow me to see this thing. Sometimes you always block it. Because seeing it, but these are human. These are our core brothers and sisters who's living there. Automatically, those that doesn't have document, doesn't have a job, a lot of us lost our job now. Please, I want to abuse opportunity to beg. Please, when you have opportunity, help each other. If they are looking for where you have opportunity, help your fellow brother. And those that have their job, hold it with your whole hand. Hold it with your blow. Look at how I make my hand. Hold it. Hold it tight. Because this pandemic is going to change a lot of things that we are going. Gradually, we will start seeing it. Those people that is watching television, following the politics here, see what is already started happening here. Those people that is upholding that they don't want the regulation, giving permissive sojourn to those people who is living in that condition, those ones that is working there, they are even saying they are not going to give. No, they are trying to make a lot of people to become nuisance. The more you are nuisance, the more they use politicalize us, and the more we are become a scapegoat to everybody. Vulnerable. Everyone can touch, Everyone is trying, who keep us, who have a lot of dustbin. My own is bigger than yours. A friend of mine, an Italian friend of mine, when I sent this on video for him to see. You know what he wrote to me? He told me, you have not seen anything. This is just the beginning. Those things is just the beginning. That a lot of them don't have job. Why would they give to us? I said, that is true. But these are human beings. These are human beings. People are there. We are not seeing them. Or those of us that have the opportunity, those of us that have the opportunity that we are not seeing those kind of things, or we are able to stable our life, we are not seeing it. We continue living in joy. But when you see it, I bet you, I don't think you can sleep. How are they living? In Europe, people are living in that kind of condition. If I didn't see it, if someone told me at a year back, when you talk anything concerning this land I am, When you tell me they are this, they are that, I will eat your hands off. I will so much, I fight to the extent that people always, you never talk anything that is going to offend me. I support them to the number. I was one of the supporters. But when I see things like this, as I'm not growing up every day, continue saying, they say when you are, as you grow up, you continue seeing the wisdom in you, and you continue reasoning in a different way. When you are like the guys that just came, a lot of them are 15, 14, or 20 years, they cannot reason like me today. A time will come, they will realize what I'm seeing today, what I'm saying today. Now it's not easy for them to understand because they still have that young brain. The way they think, it is normal. It is their time. Everyone passed the same step. Like me, I passed the step too. In my days, let me show you one text I read, one of these novels I read every time, sometimes. In my days, this is when this book comes out, and it was a Nigeria girl. You know, in my days, let me show it to you. I invite most of Nigeria girls to read this book. That you can see. I am one of the stories inside. My story, I did not write the story with her, but when you read some of things inside, it's exactly in my days, those people that come in my time. But most of us will become, in one way or the other, we're able to battle, we become different person today. We are walking in one place or the other because we walk towards it. Today we see our young youth again, they continue, even our beautiful men. A man that comes out in a great kingdom like Africa, Nigeria. They just accommodate themselves of doing that job. I don't know. I continue telling you guys, please take care of yourself. The time will come that if you don't do it now, at your age, your time come. That's why you see some people. A friend of mine told me years back ago. He said my uncle don't do what he don't do. All this while we just there for Europe. He has not done anything. Today when I come, I will become a great man. No, you never know the road uncle pass. You never know that uncle never think the way he think today. A lot of youth, I'm afraid of you guys. Automatically losing your job, losing your house, losing your permit to sojourn. Where are you going to end? When I saw that video, I was afraid. I was afraid. I don't want anybody to finish there, to end up there. Even if you are going to work a farm work, you are going to do any work, but when you come home, you have a place to wash up. You can bath yourself, you relax yourself, you can cook and eat, you stay in a bed. In Africa, we are no longer living that way. People are living in a poultry of cans, a dustbin, a zinc house. I cannot imagine it. I cannot imagine it. I beg you, my fellow continent, opportunity, show it to your friends, show it to your family, show it to your lovely brothers and sisters when you got it. Start reading. Start doing something. Schedule your life out. Go to school. The language is not easy for anyone. I started the same time. When I came, I don't even know how to speak. Now I can write and can speak. It's gradually, one leg at a time. But if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? When you are 40, you have not started your life. When you are 50, you have not stable your life. When you are 60, you have not rest. When you are 80, I don't know where to go. I don't know where you are going to. These are the things. We need to speak the truth out now. That is why I'm bringing out a program. Each one, teach one. A program that we will put online very soon is coming out. This program that everybody will exercise, because I told you last time, it's not going to be problem solving. We are going to start solving each other problem. Enough is enough. We cannot become victim every day, every day. In America, people are running there. Look at what Americans are doing to the blacks there today. I followed the first lady. I follow her on Facebook and all. I see the message she's giving to leading the black young youth today. Anytime she's addressing them, I see what she says. It doesn't matter the past. You don't have to build the past. It's your new nation. What you build upward, what you build ahead of you. The new nation you are creating, the new Africa you are creating, the new youth you are creating. If we don't do this thing now, when are we going to do it? Are we still going to wait for a miracle to come? Some of us, when we are supposed to talk, we pray. When we are supposed to pray, we make noise. Because we are not even talking, we only make noise. I'm begging Africa community in Europe. Remember, when you say it's not me, I'm just looking for my own. Those people answer. This afternoon, I went for my bike. Coming back, I saw a mad African boy. It's an Igbo boy. He's a madman already. If you want me, I think on that occasion, I can video him one day or I can film him one day and I'll bring it in and show it to you. Because maybe he's not going to ask me, I'm going to keep his privacy because he's already mad. Who knows what happened to him? He's staying in the sometimes you see him going from the train station, going to, I don't know where he's staying. These are the people we have to look into this case. That a lot of us will know, a lot of our children, I continue calling our children because a lot of them are still very young. We should hold them not to fall victims. If we don't do it now, the only way we can hold them is by telling each other the truth, talking on these mediums, bringing out the truth, telling them they have to work towards it. And stop. All these ones that do, everybody are watching here. Especially if you come to Italy, you end up there if you don't have documents. I don't know. But I thank God there are people who is still helping the blacks, who is still helping the foreigners, who is not having documents. Let me show you a video someone sent to me this morning of Italian's legal commissioner, that is a Questura commissioners court and appeal. Those who have seen it this morning, they know what I'm talking about. But that does not mean I'm still going to put it that you can listen to it very well. What this lady told us. Those of us that have lost their document have expired from on the February 22. I think if the document expire within this period, you still have till August. The government has just passed it. You still have till August. You can still continue using it. Anywhere you go to, you can use it. Even when the expired date is expired, but the government has prolonged it because of, we say the Questoras has locked and the court of people, this pandemic, everywhere is locked. Even when they open, there are so many sectors are still locked. And I told you that and there's going to be a lot of changes. So those things they are still arranging. So you can go to their website. They say Chiocciola Italian Lega Questora Commission Court and Appeal. You should go there. If you have not seen the video, if they have not sent it to you, send me a message. I can send it to you. If you are see it, or you go there, listen to what she's telling you guys. So those of us who have lost their permissive sojourner within this period, thank God the government here. That's why I say Please continue praying that this government will not go down. And we pray for those two, that man and woman. Oh, pray that the two of them will never be on top. That is my prayer. If I don't know, that man and woman, I didn't mention their name, but we all know they should never be on top. Because those people, those two of them, they be on top. I don't know what will happen. But we just thank God that this man is on top. I just prolong those people that is having already their permesso. So I'm going to put this thing so that you can still listen to her. Those of you that have not listened to her. If you want me, if you want, I should just, because she said we can share it. So I'm even free to show it to you. Yeah. Okay. This is it. This is the lady.
Good morning, everybody. This is Alba, the legal assistant of Alcenero. I hope you are all okay. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, we cannot meet each other. So this is the reason why I'm doing a video where I can explain you the most important legal updates since coronavirus is in our life. Today I'm going to speak about 4 important subjects, which are, first of all, questura, second of all, commission, third of all, court and appeal, and finally, the possibility of the Italian government to give documents to people without documents, which is mean sanatoria in Italian. This is called sanatoria. Let's start for the first part. Questura. As you know, every office in the government has been closed. Questura, commission, court, everything has been closed. Until now, they are going to remain closed. None of the government offices knows when they are going to open. Okay, it will depend of the condition of the country. If people respect rules, social distance, and the level of people sick remains low, probably they will open again their offices. So until now, there is no formal data or information telling us when they are going to open. As you know now, we are in part 2, so we hope after the 18th May, we're going to see how things have developed. According to that, government will give us again new information in order to know if these offices are open or not. So, what are they going to do until now? For Questura, I know a lot of people do not have their permesso di soggiorno, their resident permit. So, Questura has said that all the people who their permesso di soggiorno expires after the 23 February 2020, okay, all those people, their permesso di soggiorno can last automatically until the 31 August. You can work with this permesso di soggiorno, and if there's anybody who's asking you they will need to renew the permesso di soggiorno, you can tell them easily, contact Questura, call them, because they don't have public front office, but they do have back office, so they can receive calls and they can assure the people who you are working for that you are legal in Italy. Okay, what will happen with the people who their permesso di soggiorno expired before the 23rd February 2020? All those people, they can contact the responsible of the community, or also they can contact me, and we can ask your lawyers or a lawyer to ask Questura to renew your permesso di soggiorno. Okay? This is very important. Second part, commission. Unfortunately, commission is not opened now. Okay. For all the people who needed to go on April or May, they will send a specific email to that person to know if they are going or they aren't going. For the people in April, they have postponed it and they haven't given any data at all. Okay?
Any dates?
Instead, for the people who are going in May, please, for the people who are going in May, Commission will communicate to us. So as soon as we will have information, we are going to tell you. To be honest, I deeply think that the offices will not open, not until June. But this is my personal vision, okay? The same thing about court or appeal. Right now, it depends of each case, it depends of each judge, okay, to know whether your appeal is going or not. Some lawyers are just, anybody can go now. On May, nobody is going to trial. Trial and courts are all closed. So in some cases, they postponed the date. In some cases, instead, they just ask the lawyer to write down the last news about your case, okay? And they are just going to examine your case with what the lawyer has said, okay? Fourth, about the opportunity of having documents. I guess you all have heard that now the Italian government is trying to give documents to people who are not working, okay? First of all, be careful. Until now, there is no law at all that says that they are going to give documents to people who do not have documents. So if any lawyer or any person comes to you telling you, I can give you documents, give me money, this is not correct, this is not valid, this is a trap.
Okay.
So, also, as soon as possible, we will know how this law is going to be. I am going to inform you. But please remember that we don't know how it is going to be. If it's going to be only for people who would like to work in agriculture, or only for people who are taking care of old people, we don't know that. Okay? And also, we don't know how you, because most of you are asylum seekers, it means you all people have documents, temporary documents 6 months, but these are documents. We don't know if you actually can ask for the government documents to work in agriculture. Remember that this is for people who do not have documents at all. Okay?
Let me explain to you better. Let me explain in pidgin English, if I can't. He's saying this sanatorium, before this coronavirus started, they told them, they brought another program out that they are going to regulate people within February and May, no? And this thing, they didn't do it because of this coronavirus that came out. So that's those people that doesn't have document at all. Those people that have already lost their document, they don't have at all. And they are working in that place. I'm just telling you that is a place that no human beings will ever wish anybody to go there and stay. So those are the people they are saying that they are going to regulate, which the government, those two people are saying they don't want, they should regulate them. You see, that's another story. So that is why he's telling us that he don't know if those people can be regulated, because the battle is already on the ground. Those two people said no. And if you go to, even when I blocked some messages yesterday, because I cannot take those messages anymore. When you go to their website, you start seeing things, you are forced to reply. But those things is not encouraging. Please, let's go on here, Uncle.
At all. So, as soon as this law will be out, we are going to explain you, we are going to do a message like this, explaining you whether you have the possibility to enter this sanatoria, okay, or not. So, if you want further information, if you want an appointment with me, please, you can send me a message. Don't call me at night or early in the morning. I will not reply. But you can send me a message and we can fix an appointment, talking or doing WhatsApp online. My number is 346 041 2601. Okay? I repeat, 346 041 2601. Or you can also contact the person responsible of your camp, okay, who will put you in contact with me. I hope that I've been clear, and I just tell you bye bye. I hope that one day we can really.
So she's telling us again, what she's trying to tell you, if you, because of this sanatoria that is coming, a lot of people has all alerted, What those are black, those, well, I said before, those big fish that want to eat the small fish, they have already, they start telling you, don't worry, come to me, I can do it for you, just pay me. So she's telling you, those people cannot do it now. It is not, you can pay anybody. It is better you people go direct, or you call her number, which you just mentioned now, or you call on your commissions at the place, or you look for her there. Let me bring it out again. You can see. Okay, so you can see it there. You can bring it out, just write to her, she will respond. That is how you are going to do it now. I thank God that this thing have come out here. This is a very good thing. This is a very good thing that come out. Even where the lion is, there is still people that are ready to do some good things to us. And there are still people that is having the heart to talk. Just as I can do on my own on this platform, the little I can tell you, I will tell you. But there is a limit. So thank God that there are people who's working with this thing. But the thing is that if you are working on farm job that they don't want to regulate them, they say that you should use a voucher. A voucher is a thing that you have it, you are not regulated, you can use it. Even myself, I used it when I was going to school. I was doing this tirochin, they were using voucher to pay me. So the same thing, a voucher does not consign to your documents. That they don't, those are not really the facts. That is why that Senegal boy comes out and bring the program of permissive sojourner. He's fighting that no. And the limit they put, people will be having permission 1 month, or they will be renewing it every month. In every month you start renewing your permissive sojourner, you will be paying every month again, and you are working and they pay you. What did they pay? And people are living in that kind of place, so that guy is fighting. It's not only him, there are some Italians at the back of this boy. He's fighting that there will be dignity in the life of every human being, that this thing will be done in a regular form. There's no say because you are not working farm, because you are working the factory, your document fall down, so you can take a lawyer. You that is working the farm, they will give you voucher. Or you that is, that is what that guy, those group of people is fighting. That they are saying that is not good. If you are immigrant, so long you are living here, you have to have the same rights with everybody, except on those people that come in a political problem. But so long you are just an immigrant of looking for a job, looking for a place for economic immigrants, it should be the same to everyone. Or if not the same, but it should be regulated to everyone. So that is what the battle. That's why I ask you, please go to this Permesso di Soggiorno website. See the battle this guy is battling. We all can have our comments there. We can put our comments. That is another way of fight competition. and those comments is read by one person or the other there, so they will see that we are really concerned about this story. So I wish you all the best of luck. I wish you what do they call it, bon vita. I love you all. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Please share to your friends. Give everyone who want to have informations. Please go to the website of this lady or the other Permissive Sojourner website, which is helping in the one. Don't allow those big fish to eat you again, because we are living in a land that you people have to fight your future now. Fight your future yourself. It is a Nigerian lady that wrote this thing, and he has been writing different books. I'll go, maybe next time I will show you some other books she wrote again. And you can see this book, Help, The Help. It's a story that everybody see. It is a black woman who wrote it. A black, so there are people like us. These are the kind of people I want it should be coming out in Europe, because we are the new people that is building Europe here. So long as we have started the journey, let remain and fight the journey till the end. But we are going to change the new generation, the new black, that later tomorrow will not become a victim like that of in Africa. Like 2 months ago, someone was just jogging, is killed. We don't want that thing. People will be living in the bush, or they will try a means that people, they will try to bring you to become a clandestino so that they can go and leave you. You'll be living like those people living in the bush. No. That is why this guy is fighting, and our support is our comment on the background. I'm not telling you to go and use your data for different things, and follow the rightful people. Listen to this lady. If there is another way out, there is always a way out. Remember, your future lies in your hands. No one holds your future. Don't allow people to use you anymore.